Okay, so today we're going to be adjusting the belt on your Summit XP. This is an 800 XP. This method applies to most clutches that have the same adjuster on them. So first what you're going to want to do is remove your side panel, and you're going to want to remove your belt cover. Set that aside. Now for this job you're going to need a 3mm Allen key and 10mm wrench. So what you're going to want to do is loosen your jam nut on the back. Now you only need to use one of these Allen keys to adjust your belt, and then you just match the other one up when you're all finished. So I like to run my belts with the bottom of the grooves in the belt and flush with the top of the grooves, top of the clutch sheet. So we'll get to it and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so now once you're at this point, you want to take your 10mm wrench and your Allen key. I like to put my Allen key in as well. You want to take that, put it in the Allen key, and you're going to want to loosen your jam nut off on both screws. I like to pick my track up when I'm doing this job. It makes it a lot easier. And then you loosen both jam nuts off. Now you can loosen one of these off because you're only going to need one for your actual adjustment. So now you turn back to this one. And this belt is down a bit, so I'm going to back this one out just a touch to bring the sheaves together to tighten up my belt, raise it up in the sheaves. So we'll bring it out a bit, and then you rotate your clutch until you bring your belt up a bit. Now you don't want to go too much. You don't want to go too much because then your belt will be too tight. So go back in here a bit, spread them out a tad. Now you roll your clutch over again until you get it to that optimal setting where the bottom of these grooves just line up with the top of the sheave. Now, if you're not comfortable doing this job, you can always look in your owner manual to see what the specs are on your sled if you have a different type of sled out there. So now once you've done that, tighten up your jam nuts on both bolts. Another crank or two. And that's it. So once you get to that point, you want to come in here, and this is what I usually set mine to. And see the bottom of these grooves right here are just in line with the top of the sheave coming right here. And that's how I like to do it. And then you just go down here and you tighten up your jam nuts on both of these screws, and you're ready to go. You put her back, put all your belt covering back together, and put your side panel back on, and you're ready to go riding.